Hi, I am Ellie, and in this video I'm going to try to tap into the energy of falling in love with life. This morning I was taking a little walk at work and I was really appreciating the warm, humid air with the soft wind blowing on my skin, and I reached this wall and there were these little tiny flowers growing out of the wall, and just over it was a little bit of grass with this field, small. To me, it felt like a field from a fairy level. Maybe I was in a fairy energy. I saw this small little field of these white little delicate flowers, and I stopped to feel the energy of these flowers, to be with them, and I felt their alive, soft, gentle, peaceful energy. And I felt so much gratitude in my heart for this moment, that moment where there was just so much beauty and so much connection with Mother Earth, and I felt in love with life in that moment. And it's not because my life is free of challenge. It's not because I'm not aware of everything going on in the world, which I care about. It's because I allowed myself to just be right there, and to see, I had to look and to see, and to be open to receive that energy of the flowers. For me, this journey, I've been on a journey falling in love with life. And it's had two components. The component of self coming to start to be with me, to really come and open as consciousness with me, started meditating, and so this connection to me, and through the meditation is the second piece. It's the connection to the divine, to God, to Source, by whatever name you choose. And it's this relationship with self and the divine, which I feel the oneness of, is what has allowed me to relax in, be with whatever experience I'm experiencing, whatever I'm feeling, from this place as connected to self, connected to the divine, feeling the oneness of that. It allows me to open continuously to just life, whatever it is in that moment. And then I feel my heart open in love and gratitude as I remember that I am so powerful in my ability to direct and create this experience. And I deepen into love for life and come back to the moment where I'm with the blue sky and the air that is breathing life into me. In that moment I thought of my freedom of choice, how I was able to just take this beautiful walk on my 15-minute break, and I could listen to something if I wanted or not, and to think about the fullness of life, and to feel grateful for that. And in that fullness of life is difficulty, is heartbreak. And then I allow myself, even in that, even when that comes to meet me, to just relax into that. And through that, while I'm doing that, I'm feeling that connection to the divine, to me, to the oneness, to the love I have for all humanity. And to know that while sometimes I may feel powerless, we may feel powerless, to know that in that moment, me being fully present, alive, and in love with life, and choosing to love everything, the flower, all people, myself, the sky, the wind, that I was doing the very most that I could, the very much good I could do in that moment. Then feeling grateful for that. So you see, we can just keep opening these different doors when we open to receive, and we are open as consciousness, out of the monkey mind. We can open to beautiful states of peace and soft witnessing of flower energy. So beautiful. Okay, I'm going to try to come out of it a little. I got this new oracle deck. My mom got me these 2 decks for my birthday. I'm so excited. This one is called Sacred Rebels. Yeah, that one resonated with me. I definitely have some Sacred Rebel in me. And then I got this Rumi deck. So I picked up this card. I can't show it to you because she is quite exposed. She's painting herself with a monkey. Very interesting. But this one's 43, Come to Life. Okay. I'm going to read this to you, okay? You want to hear? You are the most sacred of all sacred artworks. You are bringing yourself to life now, and this is how it must be. I did pick this intentionally. I just popped up like the 3rd card, and it was perfect to go with my video. I haven't read it. Sorry. You are bringing yourself to life now, and this is how it must be. Of course, something being essential doesn't mean it will always be easy. You must support yourself and have courage during this process. Your monkey mind is not to run the show. It might have a lot to say at times, and at times it seems very convincing, but it is not the one in charge. Your mind can inspire you with ideas. However, it is the real you that speaks through your rebellious, sacred heart and is living your life, not the monkey mind. The mind is not much more than a swirling cacophony of habitual reactions. Habitual reactions. Beneath habitual thoughts, there is a deep, sensual, creative, and energetic awakening happening to you. It is so far beyond what the mind is now capable of controlling. Others might not like it because it shakes things up. Coming to life tends to do that. However, it is happening now, and the only real choice you have is to make it how to deal with it. Wow, it's perfect. Coming to life means feeling. It might bring joy, but it could equally bring sadness, rage, or fear. It could bring all these and more. Feelings will come and go quite swiftly when allowed to flow. You might need to paint, write, enact ritual, sing, or dance your feelings to help the energy flow. Don't hold back. Create the space for yourself to do it. In this process, you are uncovering the artistry of the universal creator. You are honoring the sacredness of life by exploring it without restraint, and that includes the flow of your feelings. You don't have to do anything with them other than express. You may want to analyze or you may not. It doesn't matter. What matters is that you are getting in touch with feeling. Learning how to access your feelings allows you to learn how to access your intuition, creative inspiration, and genuine internal guidance. These aspects flow from the same place and are often couched within your feelings in the form of emotions as well as physical sensations. The journey underneath the mind and into a sensual, emotional connection with your feelings, emotions, and body is for a sacred purpose. It is a part of your path. You are one of the sacred but powerful minority that have chosen to come into a body and live consciously within it. That may seem like it applies to everyone, but when you experience it for yourself, you will realize that it is actually rather rare. There are plenty of bodies without a spirit really residing within to care for, love, and honor them as a sacred animal. There are plenty of bodies without a spirit really residing within to care for, love, and honor them as a sacred animal. Fortunately, this minority is powerful enough that it can keep human culture in balance, but only just. We need every single one of us that is capable to be aware of the task and move beyond the mind and into the body. This is especially so if you have drawn the oracle of Beyond the Mind, the heartbeats. You may feel drawn to read the guidance of that oracle once you have completed the healing process below to support you on this part of your life path. To come into sensuality, you will need to anchor your experiences. You may be blessed with relationships that are conscious enough to be interested in your journey in a constructive rather than controlling or undermining way. If so, talk, converse, share. If not, then you will need to be more resourceful in how you support yourself through your awakening process, at least until you attract some more conscious connections into your life. It is likely that these connections are already on their way just because you are working with the energy of this oracle deck. You're working with it through me. This is especially so if you have also drawn... Why do they do that though? I don't like that. You can support your own process by scheduling time for yourself and keeping it to it like you would the most important date with destiny. So get to writing in your journal. Do your dances, paint your pictures, create your creations, be kind to your body, listen to it, let it be alive. Even in times of pain, know that there will also be ecstasy and bliss as the process of healing and awakening continues. The message of this oracle is be alive. Don't imagine you can go back to sleep. You are too awake for that now. There is no falling back into old ways. If you do so, it will be short-lived and you won't feel the same as it used to. You may grieve this. You will certainly eventually celebrate it. You have crossed the threshold from an old way of being in an old life, and try as you might, you cannot return. It is better to let go, grieve if need be, celebrate if need be, or do both and move on into this moment. There is another adventure awaiting you now. You need a deeper connection to your own instincts, body, feelings, and intuitions so that you can receive this new calling. You can trust in it too. Embrace it and it will embrace you. Thank you. If you like this video, if you liked hanging out with me, I would love it if you like this video. I would love it if you would support me by subscribing and speak to me in the comments. Tell me what you want to talk about. Tell me what's on your mind, what's on your heart. I would love to hear from you. Thank you.